What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Y'all already know what it is. This is Same Sense Live. I'm bringing it back. It was Same Sense, Same Humor, but it shut us down, talking about we was cyberbullying because we speak our mind, giving our opinion about the things that's going on in the world. So right now, we bringing it to you live in full effect right here on Same Sense Live. Check me out. And right now, I want to talk about why I stopped fucking with people, man. Most people, anyway. And I know you're going to be like, damn, man, I thought, he might be talking about, the presidents and, human trafficking and this, that, and the third. Listen, I don't want to waste, too much more of my energy on, getting frustrated and angry and upset because I feel like awareness should be at its, it should be the radar, the meter, the awareness. It should just be off the hook at this moment. But some people just refuse to pay attention to what's really going on. So I don't, I'm gonna keep talking to people that want to have those conversations. Most people don't want to have those conversations. So I'm not going to continue to just, bury my soul in pain, because we refuse to come together in solidarity with a lot of these things that we should, and people just, talk about dumb stuff. And that's part of the reasons why I stopped with people, is because I've come to realize, even though a lot of people talk about their friendships and how they with people and how much they love people, the truth of the matter is, with everything that's happened to me in my life, as far as losing my mother, growing up in a foster home, transitioning from group homes, sleeping on floors most of my life, until I was an adult and changed that myself, you know what I'm saying, and a whole bunch of other things. I just come to realize that, when I really take a look at my life, I know all the mistakes that I've made, all the bad choices that I made. And I can honestly look myself in the mirror and say, you know what, that was wrong. I shouldn't have did that. But one thing I never did was, compromise my friendships, to the point where uh, I wouldn't admit that I did something to them and harmed them or hurt them if I did and if they told me I did. And one thing I've noticed in life, even though I've always been stand up, people haven't been stand up with me. And un- and in this journey, I've realized it's a psychology that most people have developed and ideologies that most people develop that make us believe and make a lot of people believe. I'm just glad that I'm aware to some degree that I'm not in that lane of being caught up with this system of thinking that's out there where people really do believe that they're living the truth and they're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in situations where I've grown up with people and known them my whole life, and it may be a rumor about you that ain't true. Like, and you'll be like Dave Chappelle said, like, please believe me. And people that they won't even come and ask you. Like, you may know them 20 years, and they won't come up to you and say, yo, is this true? They won't just look you in your face and ask you. They'll believe the actual rumor from people that they might not even have known as long as you. But they may be more credible to them just because they might run in the street or make money, or because they might have killed somebody, or because they might have did some dirt, when in all actuality that doesn't make a person a good or honest person. You see what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's what I've realized in the psychology, the ideologies, the way people live, and how we develop where we from. And I just had to get away from that shit. And when I got away from it, I really started noticing people didn't love me the way that they said that they did, because when I left, it was like out of sight, out of mind. And not just that, I started to realize that, you know, some people for a season, you know, some people help you develop and learn that everybody's not for you based on the characteristics and personalities that they display. You know what I'm saying? And then it's and then you do run into some real people, some real friends, you know, but for the most part, you know, you filling it out and you don't really know. Most people think they have friends, but they just really, it just really, their relationship just really hasn't been tested. You see what I'm saying? And I think in my life, you know, the universe has not only shown me, you know, some things. I feel like I had to go through them, not only for me and for me to be stronger and be able to navigate more through what we believe to be these relationships, but be able to help people not deal with it themselves. You know what I'm saying? Find a way to avoid it because, you know, that's why I stop with most people. You know, you could somebody could do something to you, and to them when they apologize or, you know, make a mistake, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But then if you make a mistake towards them, it's World War III. You know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, okay, my bad. Man, they'll never let you lay that shit down. You know what I'm saying? So I started realizing, man, like I started staying away from people too because, you know, I started realizing within my growth, like if I can't, you know, if I can't be around somebody and we both be honest, and I have to deal with now if we're not being okay, if I can be open about what I did to you and apologize for what I did to you, but you can't do the same, and everything that I do, you can find a way to try to make me feel some type of way about it and really, you know, press the issue on me. But then when I try to make you understand how you making me, you know, think and making me feel about some shit, you ignore it. You know what I mean? So it's just like that has caused me to really look at people and see what they really are. You know, people might call you crazy, people might call you this. People might try to ignore all the things that you say, but you know when you right as far as like when something's not being reciprocated. You know what I mean? And you can't allow those people to think that, you know, that you not, you know, because it's almost like being unappreciated. It's almost like being, you know, almost like being invisible. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know, so what am I? Just here for your benefit, to your detriment? Like, okay, as long as you have somebody that can assist you along life, you're good. But the minute that, you know, I say, damn, you did this, or I need you, or what's up, you don't have nothing for me. You know what I mean? And that's what I've really, really noticed. You know what I mean? I've noticed people only be there for people that like in this day and age, people will only do for people that they feel like may be able to do for them in the long run. Like you might have a friend, like I've seen friends, like I said, 20 years, 25 years, shit like that, may ask a friend for some money and they might be like, nah, just tell them no and got thousands of dollars in their pocket. You know what I'm saying? But then turn around and do something for another person, but only do it because that person may be in the street and they may have this mentality or you know these thoughts like, okay, well, that person get it like me, so they feel like that person is more beneficial or can possibly return the favor faster. You know what I mean? They won't look at the relationship that they had with that person for 20 years and they may really need it. They gonna look at the person that they may know for 2, 3, 4 years and just or 5 years and just because they've been running the street like, oh, okay. It's just I've seen the most weirdest relationships ever. You know what I mean? I've seen, you know, and I'm pretty sure all of y'all can, you know, agree and say y'all have seen the same thing because nothing that I'm saying is special. You know, I'm just saying it takes a person to actually go through it to start realizing why they may not be with people. You know, a lot of people ain't real out here, man. They not as real as they think. I'm telling you. And that's the reason why I don't with people. I don't claim to be this. I don't claim to be that. I just know I'm a real genuine person. And if most of the people that sat down with me that feel like they have an issue with me sat down with me and talked to me, I can guarantee you if we were in an audience, they would end up leaving that conversation looking a lot worse than they thought they was coming into it. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't have nothing to lie about. And most people in this day and age, they will accept a lie faster than they accept the truth. And that's one thing. On top of the personalities that people develop, which is egotistical, arrogant, you know, selfish. It's like this real individualism that we got. And then on top of that, people are like magnets to drama and gossip, even if it's fraudulent. You know what I'm saying? It's just for some odd apparent reason, it just seems like it's a better topping on top of the cake. You know what I mean? Like just a whole bunch of sweet and sugary shit that don't mean nothing. It's just going, you know, make you sick and kill you in the long run. You know what I'm saying? But people just don't be thinking. It's just weird. You know what I mean? Like I've seen relationships, genuine relationships end because people got in the street and then completely changed. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, man, I stop with people. You know, I know people in the street that got ideologies like I can be talking like this and they'll go back and talk about me behind my back. Like, yo, this nigga think he's some Martin Luther King, Malcolm X type nigga. They won't be like, oh, that's just him. Like, that's my boy. You know, he just read or he just like to, you know, watch documentaries. That's him. Nah, they'll talk about you. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. These are the reasons why I just completely stop with people. Because the truth of the matter is, I don't talk about my friends like that. Like, when they leave, I don't be like, yo, man, this nigga on some, like, who this nigga think he, Don Cornelius? You know what I mean? Or not, like, it's like, I don't even have that in me. And when it all went downhill, that's when I finally saw that the people that I was around, most of them had it in them. You know what I mean? Like, cause I never thought, like, when I used to see those movies and people telling on each other and niggas like messing with niggas' girls or trying to or stabbing them in the back, I used to be like, nah, cause I came up with a lot of people like from young to old. So like when I started seeing that shit, I was just like, and then a lot of it happened when I left. It was just like, yo, wow. It was the most mind-blowing thing. You know what I'm saying? But it needed to happen, you know, because it helped me realize, you know, that you can't be loyal to everybody. You can't trust everybody. You can't, and I didn't. You know what I'm saying? I just trusted them. But it still allowed me to see that, you know, even the people we keep closest to us are some of the ones that want us to fail the most, or they really not even, it's not even always like that. It's like, they only around because of what you could possibly help them with. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much it. That's, you know, I know I can go more. It's more that I can say, but that's all I'm going to go with at this moment because I'm going to try to keep these short and sweet. I normally be going 20, 30 minutes on the same humor. We're going to try to keep it down. And please tell me what you think. You know what I'm saying? This is why I stop with a lot of people. And I'm still around. Like, I mean, I don't mind having, you know, relationships with some people. It's just more like they have to grow up and get to a level of understanding where they can see that they affect people as well. They're not just the ones being affected. You know what I mean? And some people have to really grow up and look at where they at in life and stop allowing their surroundings to dictate their thinking. You know, so that's all I pretty much got to say. It's the Same Sense Live. I'm gonna keep on doing my best to bring y'all as much content as possible. And to those out there trapped in these conspiracy theories and all this other stuff, well, which is the truth. It's not conspiracy theory. I believe just as much as you do, and my page, Same Humor, wouldn't have got shut down if I didn't. It's just that I want you to be able to still be, you know, positive, still enjoy life, because these people are going to try to destroy whatever they want. You know, and we can stop them, but, you know, it's you know, I don't think you should just keep being, you know, trapped in it, you know, because I was at one point, and, you know, it'll really, really bring you down, you know what I mean? Because when you look at the world, you can clearly see that everybody's not in tune to it, and it make you wonder why, because these things are so heinous and horrendous and horrific, you know. But at the same time, it's like the Matrix said, you know, most people plugged in and they'll fight for a system that's oppressing them, you know, don't even know it. So, you know, I'm taking those concepts and I'm really applying them, and I'm not going to allow myself to just jump off the deep end, you know, because I know the universe got us, and if this is going the way that it is, it's you know, we exactly where we supposed to be. And right now I give most of my problems, my issues to the universe. And you know, I know that I am a God, and I know that I'm not, you know, in full potential, but at the same time, if our God and our universe gave us the abilities or created us, we are the image of that man, that creator, that being, that supernatural, you know, thing out there that people like wonder, is it out there? And we have the capability to do the things that he gave us the power to do. And I'm gonna rely on that, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going, you know, and if I get caught up, I'm not going to call it like evil and this, that, and the third, man, because I mean, we know what we fighting, you know what I'm saying? And I know what side I'm on, and that's the side of the universe, that's the side of the thing that people call God, and that's what I'm running with. You know, so I'm not going to constantly just keep bombarding myself with all this negativity, because I know what side I'm on. You know what I mean? It's undeniable, it's unquestionable. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm willing to die on it. I stand 10 toes down on it. I'm with God and I'm with the universe. If this God, universe, whatever you decide to call it, that's where I'm putting my chips down on. So, you know, that's what it is. It's Same Sense, Same Humor. This is one of those, you know, comebacks, you know, from Same Sense, Same Humor, you know. And this is what we doing over here, man. This was Wild with People, and I'm out of here, man. Same Sense, Same Sense Live, man. Tune in, check me out, and subscribe. I'm out of here.